flyweight tilt between Valentina Schevchenko and Jessica Andrade. All right, so here she is, Bate Estaca, Jessica Andrade. It was pretty amazing to see her put a capstone on this UFC career and beat Rose Namajunas to win the title at UFC 237. She's a real problem here at 115 pounds.
She's a real problem, John, and she became a problem when she went down to 115. You saw immediately that the power and the cardio and the pressure and the ability to hurt people in a division where most fighters aren't knocking them out with one punch was possessed by Jessica Andrade. And being in Rio and watching her win that title, you truly felt the enormity of the moment as Andrade got her hand raised and the belt back around the ring.
Yeah, she won 4 fights in the UFC at 135 pounds before moving down. No woman in UFC history has won as many fights as Jessica Andrade. Well, it seemed an eventuality that when the UFC launched its women's flyweight division, that Valentina Schevchenko would rest atop of it, and that's exactly where she finds herself as she makes the walk here tonight.
She knew that she would be the UFC flyweight champion. Even when her first title shot against Ligo Montano fell through, she didn't moan, she didn't complain. She said, okay, sign me up somebody else so that I can go and win that title. So they said, okay, fight Joanna Jacek. She went out there and defeated the most dominant strawweight champion in UFC history to get that title. She's a phenomenal striker, a great counterpuncher, and has a full array of skills to try to finish fights. When you think you're gonna stand with her, just ask Juliana Pena. You end up on the ground getting submitted. She can beat you in a number of ways.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record of 21 wins, 8 losses. She stands 5 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Jessica Estaca Andrade. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record of 20 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, Valentina "Bullet" Schevchenko. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata.
You ready?
Well, our stat guys are ready to score takedowns if need be, but given this matchup on paper, we're expecting really a glorified kickboxing match here under mixed martial arts.
They can head to the popcorn booth right now because we don't need them. This is going to be all striking. Leave that grapple button empty. Don't touch it. Cover it with a piece of tape. You don't need it. Striker versus striker both have the mentality that they just want to put damage on their opponents, and they don't want to do it on the mat.
Oh, really using her reach advantage there with that punch, DC. All right, so will the elbows and knees soon follow? The first step is the tie clinch. She has it here.
She secured the tie clinch. Now she's going to start to elbow and knee to try to put damage on her opponent. Ooh, big shot lands.
Edge of your seat action as expected so far.
That was a thudding leg kick.
Oh, and there's another leg kick, just out, right? I mean, now she has sort of rendered her opponent, as you see the damage, a one-legged fighter.
She is fighting a one level.
Right, so she finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort earlier on, but cleaned up the technique a little bit, and now we'll see what she can do.
She cleaned it up. She really did take her time back. She took a step back. She evaluated what's my best course of action. Figured it out, got it done. Now, how does she handle being on top with dominant top position? Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Schevchenko.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of... Schevchenko's trying to get a triangle submission here. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Schevchenko. While her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end, the ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing it over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position.
25 total strikes have now landed for Valentina Schevchenko. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one.
Oh, big head kick land.
Ooh. Final seconds of round one.
Beautiful strike.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
All right, round one just okay. Round two is now upon us. How do you approach the first round in a fight compared to other rounds? I know it's a tough question for heavyweight.
Round number one is usually a round where you gotta make sure you aren't putting yourself in any danger. We saw that most of these young women. We saw that they were both a little bit tentative, but right now expecting action to really pick up.
Oh, beautiful jab by her there. You know, we referenced her reach advantage on the tail of the tape and certainly made good use of it there.
Powerful leg kick lands.
So we call on the numbers here, DC. 39 total strikes have landed for Valentina Schevchenko. And striking with 65% accuracy against Jessica Andrade. Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here. Just beautiful when it comes to the transition game.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
All right, she's got the full mount here, DC. It's hard for me to remember a time in which you were fully mounted in the UFC.
I have never been full mounted. I hope to never be full mounted. And this young lady now finds herself in this position. In this position, what's very key is that she cannot panic. She got to go and attack the hips, create some space, shrimp off to a side, re-slide in that half guard so that then now she's a little bit safer. Once you're in half, take your underhook, get back to your feet, or fully recover, full guard.
Andrade is able to transition back to side control now. Oh, nice job by her there. You see how strong she is. Her opponent's trying to control posture, unable to do so.
Now she can get to work at putting the money in the bank with that ground and pound.
Money in the bank. Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now. 90 seconds now remain in the round. Visibly limping here.
Oh, big punch land. Fantastic takedown.
Oh, nice job by her to posture up there. Now we'll see if she can maintain that separation.
She has to recognize that her opponent will start trying to squirrel away now, but look for her big ground and pound.
Oh, just out of range with that right hand. Well-placed kick there by Valentina Schevchenko.
Oh, nice right hand.
Again, she chooses to clinch here. 20 seconds to go, round two.
Nice.
Good series of strikes by her there. She is staying wicked busy tonight.
Very busy, but also super accurate. She is on point.
And the horn sounds on round two. All right, let us now check out some of the action from that round, DC, and what a display of striking for her.
Yeah, she did a fantastic job of finding her spot, putting herself in position where she was the one landing and really dictating the pace of the fight. She did a great job of mixing up everything to get in control.
Good with those kids. Everything is working. All right, so that last round, another pretty good frame for both fighters. We'll see which woman makes the requisite adjustments here in this next round.
Somebody has to really get out ahead. It's too worrisome going to the judges when you know you've been involved in such a competitive fight.
Andrade gets caught with that punch. Oh, Superman punch lands. Back to her feet now. Good sign for her there.
Great timing on that beautiful takedown.
Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and Andrade is looking to lock up an armbar here.
An attacking armbar. Oh, man, that was slick.
Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison. And if you're on the bottom, you got to be trying to find a way to escape that bottom leg. You cannot allow your opponent, you cannot allow her to sit on your leg and just throw big damaging strikes. You've got to make sure you're on an elbow control, an underhook, and get back to your feet.
All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has a half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submission, or they're going to lay on their back and just get beaten up from the top from that beautiful half guard position.
Great movement by her here on the ground, and she just does it so fluidly and so easily. It's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she's spent a lifetime developing the skill with the way that she's able to move with so little effort on the mat.
Oh, nice job by her to land the straight punch yet again. You know she's got the reach advantage, and she is making sure it counts in this matchup tonight. Many of these have landed with authority. 79 total strikes have now landed for Valentina Schevchenko. And a pretty efficient effort thus far. 62% accuracy on the strikes against Jessica Andrade. Oh, big knee!
She is such a diverse striker that big strike landed, and it looks like she's going to finish this fight. Oh, no! Oh!
All right, so a nice showcase for both fighters and for this division. Close, competitive fight, and now they await the judges' scorecards. Should be interesting.
This is the most uncomfortable situation in all of fighting. Not knowing whether or not you won the fight. But if I could give her something to feel comfortable about, it would be that she was the one that had a slight advantage in the stand-up, and I believe that will get her the victory.
Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by split decision, Jessica Andrade.
All right, so she gets it done by split decision. We sort of thought that's what we were headed for, that the judges would be split in their opinion. Your thoughts on the decision?
Well, you saw the fight build. You saw the fight build. You saw the ebbs and flow of the fight. You didn't know who was winning. And when that happens, a lot of times, you don't know who's getting the decision, but it's so much worse for the two fighters. Because when they go to the middle and the judge grabs, when the ref grabs it, both in their hands, nothing's more nerve